One way culture and history are shared with the world is through books. And of course, no city would be complete without its own public library. The Yorkton Public Library has seen many different iterations and has been housed in many different buildings. The history of this library could be made into a book unto its own. I'm Hayden DeGrow, and I'm the Culture and Heritage Specialist for the City of Yorkton. I love learning history, and teaching people about Yorkton's past is a proud part of my job. Join me as I highlight fascinating people, places, and events from Yorkton's history and take you where these places can be found today. This is Yorkton Retold. Reading has long been a part of many cultures, and libraries therefore have been the best place to find out more about your own culture and read about others. From fantasy novels to cookbooks, libraries are where stories and information are shared. Though we stand here in the main part of Yorkton's public library today, in order to discover where Yorkton's library began, we'll have to move locations. Right here, this building is where the original library was housed, but not in this building, the building that actually came before it. This structural forebear was Yorkton's first city hall. This building not only housed the council chamber and mayor's office, but also housed Yorkton's first public library. Within this library, there were less than 200 books at first, with the library only occupying a small room in the hall. However, as the city grew, the number of books grew as well. When the city decided to move themselves to a larger building, they shifted across the street to the old post office building. After this, the library expanded and occupied a lot more space in the old city hall. However, this old city hall began to show its age, and the city of Yorkton chose to move the library to a new building. This new building was located right on Broadway, making it easier for people to access it. And the building we see right here is where that location was. Moving in 1960, where this business now occupies is where books and soon new technology like microfilm and microfiches were once housed for the public. In addition to all of this, the local community began storing historic collections in the library, including one of the foundations of the Yorkton Archives, the Howard Jackson Photo Collection, which contains historic photos and documents from early Yorkton. To see a digital copy of this collection, there is a link in the description below. It was during this time as well that the Yorkton Public Library became a part of the newly formed Parkland Regional Library Group. This connected the library with others across the Parkland region and later the entire province. However, progress was a constant for the city of Yorkton, and City Council decided to move the library once again. In 1979, the final destination for the library was decided upon, with the books and collections being moved for the final time. This building, which was originally a Safeway grocery store, offered a massive new space where all the current books could be seated comfortably. Not only that, there were meeting rooms added into the library that offered places that local groups could book. Finally opening its doors in June of 1979, the Yorkton Public Library has become a staple of the community. However, the city-run library was not the only book-borrowing business in town. The building we are looking at right now is the site of one of the most unique places in Yorkton history. That place was the Patrick Block, which was opened in 1912 and a prominent place in downtown Yorkton. At first, it housed offices in its upper floors, Yorkton's branch of the Northern Crown Bank and the Patrick Theatre on the main floor, and Subway Pool and Bowling in the basement. Later on in the 1920s, the basement changed hands and was occupied by the Cave nightclub. Around the same time as that transition, the bank became a new library. What makes this one special is that it was run by the local Rotary Club, a service club that sponsored a second collection of books. Sadly, this does not last forever. By the 1950s, the building was fully converted into an office building, leaving the library's books to the Yorkton Public Library. Patrick Block also was not long for the world after that. In 1964, it was demolished as its age caught up with it. In its place, the building we see today was built to house the Bank of Nova Scotia, now known as Scotiabank. In the early 2000s, the bank moved to a prominent spot in the Parkland Mall, and the building was taken over by the business we see today. The Yorkton Public Library has an intricate history, some would say even more interesting than the stories it houses today. But I'm not too biased on that. Even in the digital age, the library is still a popular spot in Yorkton and is a must-see spot for any visitors to the city. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. See you next time, history buffs.